What is happening, YouTube? How are you? Today's the day. Group A revealed its numbers from Yieldmax. So let's go over those numbers together. We're going to discuss the payments for each ticker in Group A of Yieldmax. And if you didn't know, Yieldmax has decided to change the way they pay out their distributions. Normally, they paid every single ETF on the same date, but they've decided to break them up into 4 different groups. We're going to call them Group A, B, C, and you guessed it, D. And so Group A was just announced. So we'll go over together all of the different payers for this week. We're going to go over the dates they're coming out and, how much they're going to be paying out as well. So stay tuned for that. We're going to jump into that shortly. I just wanted to share something with you. Today was a pretty cool day. I don't know if you guys care about this or not, but I put up my Questrade referral code. If anybody wants to join Questrade in Canada here, I put a referral code in on long time ago on videos a long time ago, and it got both you and me $50 towards our investing account, and somebody actually did it. I was in the gym this morning, and I just looked at my account, and all of a sudden I had an extra $50. I thought, what? Where did this come from? So I looked it up, and boom, somebody clicked on my link. So really appreciate that. I won't push these links too hard, but I wanted to share with you. I do have members available here, so if you want to sign up as a member to my channel, much appreciated. I've also included some of the things that I use on a daily basis here on my Amazon account. I get a small commission. I have no idea what the commission is yet. It's new. So there's this microphone right here. I have my drone. So I use a drone. I like to take nature videos with the drone. My current laptop and my cell phone on there. So what happens is if you click these links and if you purchase any of those, then I get a small commission, which is pretty cool. And also, what I thought is even more cool, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but if you buy anything else on Amazon within 24 hours, I get a extremely small commission. I haven't seen it happen yet, but so if you're planning on buying anything on Amazon and you want to see me get a little commish, then it doesn't come out of your pocket at all. It comes out of Amazon. But yeah, there we go. Thought that was super cool. Let's move on. Also, if you guys don't want to hear me talking about this stuff, I'm going to put chapters in the videos. Every single video should have chapters in it. You can skip the fluff and get on to the stuff, right? So first thing I did this morning is I went to Yieldmax's search in Twitter here, and I refuse to call it X, into Twitter, and I just searched Yieldmax on the top, and I found this chart right here. I also got an email from Yieldmax this morning at about 7:30. If you're not currently signed up to the email list, you can find it here somewhere in Yieldmax's website. It's been a while since I've looked it up, but yeah, distribution schedule, contact us somewhere around there. You can go ahead and get them to email you these schedules instead of relying on X to find that for you. So yeah, I got that notification that a whole bunch of payments were coming. And if you didn't know, Yieldmax has decided to make 2 of their ETFs a weekly payment. So YMAX and YMEG. So these come out every single week. They're weekly payers. It's not that their distributions are going to be massive or anything. It's basically their distributions are in quarter. So they used to get paid out once a month. So divide that by 4, and there's your payment. So YMAX, YMEG. Let's start with YMAX. $20 or $20. Wouldn't that be nice? The world would end if you got $20 in 1 month. 20 cents per share that you own coming out here. Its current distribution rate is 61.45%, and the X date is tomorrow, which is October the 3rd. So that means if you have not purchased this before tomorrow, you won't get this week's dividend. Let me zoom into this a little bit better for you here. You won't get this week's dividend, but you would get next week's dividend. All right. So X date means that you have to have your money in the day before the X date, or you won't qualify for it. The payment date is this Friday for some, but for some brokerages, I think Charles Schwab and Questrade, we won't get paid until Monday. And that's just the way it is. For me, the reason that I don't get paid right away is because I live in the far off land of Canada, and up here they got to convert that money from American to Canadian. And the big reason is they got to take the tax off, right? So for me, I'm on something called a tax-free savings account, and I get taxed 15%, which is awesome. I love taxes. Can't get enough of them. But what's nice is that it's automatically done for me, and then that's it for taxes for this guy. Everything else is pure cash rolling around in my bed. All right, so let's take a look. I actually brought up all of the different ETFs here, and we're going to go through them. So Yieldmax is looking pretty good. Let's go to a 1-year chart on this thing. So, you know what? Let's go. When did it come out? Oh, it came out this year. Nice. So it hasn't been out very long. So it started at 1990 and it's down to 1751. So down 12%, which is not terrible. And but I mean, it's not awesome, but it's not terrible. There's some other ones that are way worse than this one, but it's consistently paying out a good dividend every month. Seems to be doing pretty well for itself there. So that's YMAX. Let's go check out the other one. Dun, dun, dun. YMAG. 16-cent distribution this time. And same dates, right? Same dates for all of these for payouts. So 16 cents. How are you feeling about that, YMAG holders? Are you feeling okay? Is everything good? Are you happy with 16 cents? Let's go take a look at it here. And yeah, okay, let's do the 1 year on that as well. So it came out about the same time. Look at that though. That share price is just down 3%, 3.87% since January 1911. And it seems pretty stable. This is gonna, it says here Yieldmax Magnificent 7 fund. So in full transparency, I haven't done much research on these two at all, but that would be what? Apple, Netflix, Facebook, Tesla, Google. In there, there's 7 of them. Anyways, there's 7 of them, but yeah, there you go. 16 cents for that. You know, you do that over a month, you're looking at 64 cents, which is pretty darn good for a $19 ETF, right? Not too bad at all. I think I can handle that for sure. So get rid of these two. Let's go take a look at the next one here. So the next one's going to be the main reason a lot of people are tuning into this video here. And again, full transparency, I actually don't own any of the ETFs on this list at all. I used to own tsly. I had almost 1,000 shares of it, but I sold that close to the split. I can't remember, you guys, if it was before or after the split. I think it was after. But yeah, I moved on to Nvidia in around April or end of March, April, with all of that money. So I'm still with Yieldmax quite a bit. In fact, it's going to be more than 90% of my portfolio is Yieldmax. So big news here for tsly, $1.09 payment. Pretty huge. That's a big number for a share or for an ETF that has a low number in share price. So you can see with tsly and everything down below, it pays out once every 4 weeks. So this one's coming up here on the 4th, which is this Friday. Pretty awesome. How do you guys feel about $1.09 on your tsly ETF? Let's take a look at the price of it today. So $13.62. That's its day. It's down 3.85%, 55 cents today, which means that tomorrow it will go down another $1.09. Now that number depends on how the market's doing tomorrow, right? If the market's going way up, then that price won't go down a full $1.09, but take $1.09 from your share price, because that's what you're getting paid in distribution, and take it right out of that 13.62. So that's what you can expect tomorrow. But again, that could go up or down depending on how the market's doing tomorrow. tsly over the last year, down 50%, but it has paid out a pretty big dividend. Let's go take a look at it together. Tsly, where are you? Right at the top there. I almost sang some Blink 182 to you. Lucky you, I didn't. Check out the dividends though. I'll zoom into this thing for you. Wow. So it has paid out some very, very monstrous dividends over the year. Pretty impressive stuff. I'm not too sure where you're at with your money. If you had them invested on day one, are you getting close to fully capturing all of your money back? You got to be close here. That's for sure. But I haven't done those numbers. So you guys let me know how close you are to fully capturing your money back from just distributions here. But yeah, that's a pretty massive number for Tesla. $1.09. If you had 1,000 shares there, there's $1,000 coming to you, which would be pretty amazing. Now, things that I would be worried about, and you guys have heard my opinion about this before. Let me go back here. Is this price is getting pretty low? Last time they had a split, it was getting down around this territory. It was around that $10 territory. I'll look it up after this, but yeah, it's getting close to maybe having that happen again. I personally would be a little concerned about that, and that's the reason I'm not in this fund right now. All right, awesome. So that's your Tesla conversation. Congratulations to you for your $1.09. That's pretty amazing stuff for sure. Let's take a look at the next one. So it's going to be kind of the opposite of Tesla. We're going to talk about crsh here. You guys call it crash or crush? Crash, which is going to be like they're selling puts. They're selling the downside of Tesla. And they're paying out a nice 98-cent distribution here, which is pretty huge. So what some people do, and this is not advice, I'm just saying what other people do, is they buy some Tesla, they buy some crash because they kind of do the opposite and they hope to get dividends on both sides of that. So I mean, if you had both of them, you would be over a $2 dividend owning both of those. One on the upside, one on the downside. Not a bad option at all. Let's take a look at how Crash is doing though. Oof. Let's go to the 1 year. I know it's not been out for a year, but look at that. Down 34% so far since May. Very close to Star Wars Day it came out, May 2nd. And yeah, down 34%. So that's like 6 months. So another 6 months, if it keeps doing the same trajectory, that would be down 68%. Not good. Not good. Yieldmax fund managers, you guys got to do something about that. Maybe come up with a better strategy. I know you guys are working on better strategies with the longer options and the call credit spreads, things like that. But if I'm an investor in Crash, yeah, I mean, 98 cents. That sounds awesome. But where is all of my capital going? You know? Am I going to have a ETF here? I know that's not a fair statement because what will happen is reverse splits and you'll still have the same value. You'll just have less shares. But for me, that's a no-go as well. Also, just so you guys know, I'm going to link Group A, the video, the reveal of Group A at the end of this if you want to watch that. It was a very popular video on my channel, and you probably will get some value if you're a Group A holder there. All right, fantastic. Zoom in a little bit further here. Actually, yeah, perfect. Next one we're going to talk about is GUI. GUI paying out 25 cents per share, and that's a 21% distribution. I'm having a hard time complaining about a 21% annually. That would be. There could be better options than GUI. Let's take a look at GUI here on this page here. So, okay, 1541. If you look at the last year, down 23%. Not bad. I mean, not great, but yeah, GUI. I'm actually curious how many people are invested in GUI. How much money is invested in GUI? Let's go take a look at that together. GUI, GUI, GUI. It's fun to say. There's all its distributions, by the way. Wow. So major, okay, not a major drop, but still a drop this month compared to last month. Down by 10 cents, but down by 20 cents from the month before, and close to that from the month before that too. So okay, yeah. Let's take a look here. 63 million invested in net assets here. So it's definitely not Yieldmax's top fund, but it is a fund that has some money in it. Let me know if you're a GUI holder and how are you enjoying that. 21% is okay. It's all right. Yeah. All right, let's get rid of that one. Let's go take a look at Ybit, which is a Bitcoin ETF. So 79 cents, pretty darn good. And 83% distribution rate with that, which would be an annual number, not a monthly number. And let's take a look at Ybit over here. Oof, it's gross. So it came out April 23rd and down 35% since. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cold coming on here, I think. But 1308 is the share price. So tomorrow we know that it's going to drop by another 79 cents. So you're getting in the $12 range on Ybit. Yeah, not great. Not great. I'll try and give it to you how my opinion on these things, but I don't want to be too negative. I want to be more real with you though. Not great, that's for sure with Ybit. Let's take a look and see if we can find more information about it here on Yieldmax's website. Ybit, where are you? Dun, 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 dun. You guys know when you're always trying to look for something and you can't find it? There it is. Bitcoin option. See how many people are invested in this thing here. So it's had 4 payments so far, all been pretty decent, like really decent actually. 72, 67 cents, $1.21 and $1.37. In my opinion, that the Yieldmax crew has paid too much money and it's really decreased the value of the shares. But let's take a look to see what kind of money is in this. So less than GUI, 49.85 million. So yeah, less than GUI. So it is a new fund, mind you. It's only been out for 5 or 6 months, so that kind of makes sense. But yeah, down to $13.08. All right, let's take a look at the next one. I'll get rid of that actually. The next one's going to be OARK. And OARK's the Kathy Wood special. This is the underlining is ARKK. And, in my opinion, I would think that ARKK should be doing much better right now because of the lowering of the interest rates. ARKK invests a lot in innovation and up-and-coming companies. They also invest a lot in Tesla. That's a big one for them. But they're looking for innovation for sure. So OARK pays out a decent 40 cents this week, or this month, sorry. Scratch the week talk. It is this week that they're paying it out, but it's a monthly payer, which is 51%, which is decent. That's for sure. And I know OARK isn't a massive fund over here at Yieldmax, but you can see its share price currently at $10.30. It's gone down 23%, which is not dramatic or anything like that compared to some of the other dramatic drops. But paying out 40 cents is going to bring this down under the $10 range. So to me, that's getting extremely close to the reverse split territory. What's Yieldmax going to do? I have no idea. I'm just saying that's what it looks like to me. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong for all of you OARK holders. But it's getting really close. 40 cents, though, is pretty good. If you had 1,000 shares of OARK, you would now have $400 coming your way. OARK is one of the original ETFs that came out over at Yieldmax. And I did an OARK video, a how are they doing 1 year later video. I will link that above right now. And if you want to come back to this and click on it, you can watch, or you just go through my playlist and find it. Speaking of finding it, where is it in here? Oh, ARK. If you guys can see it right now, can you just let me know where it is? There it is, up top. There it is. All right. Take a look again. There's all this distribution. So bigger month this month compared to the last three. So that's good. Yeah, they were 29, 26, 24. This month's 40, which is much better for a distribution. And then I mean, it's paid out for almost a year and a half now as well, maybe a little bit more actually. And its net assets 54.44 million. I know that's hard to see. Let me zoom it back a little bit there. Compared to GUI, it's still a little bit less. It's more than Ybit, but yeah, it's not like Yieldmax's major fund or anything like that. But it is doing okay. Doing okay. Let's do the next one here. The next one we have is XOMO, XOMO, and paying out 25 cents or a 19% distribution, which is the lowest I can see on here. Let's go take a look at XOMO up top here. So it's relatively new fund here. Came out. Hold on one second. Oh, it's not a new fund. I totally lied to you. It's been out for more than for a year. Now, can we go 5 years? How long has this thing really been out? September 1st of last year. So it's not a new fund. And I mean, look at this over the last year. Doing okay. Down 12.9%. So let's call it 13. 17.50 per share. Not too bad at all. XOMO. Dun, 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 dun. There you are. Boom. Let's take a look at it over here. Kind of a small distribution, though, don't you think? 25 cents. But you know what? If it maintains a share price and it paid out 25 cents every single month, I think I would be happy with that. Let's take a look at it on Yieldmax's website over here. Yeah, it's kind of hovering right around where it always pays. So 25 cents here, 36, 34, 18, 30 are the last four payments. And its current value is the lowest yet, 29.86 million. But yeah, you know, I think I would be okay with it paying me 25 cents every month for the rest of my life if that share price just was maintained by less NAV depreciation. If I knew I was going to get 25 cents a month every single month and the price of my shares were going to stay the same or go up just a slight amount, I would be okay with that. Personally. All right, so that's XOMO. We only have a couple more. One of them's brand new. So then we have Snowy. Let me zoom into that so you can see a little bit better. I'll zoom up a little bit as well. Snowy, which goes off Snowflake, right? And so 51 cents worth of distribution this month. So looking good. 40% payout rate there over that annualized rate. And let's go take a look at it on the website. There we go, Snowy. And let's do the 1 year chart on that. So came out June 11th, down 18% since then, which is, again, not drastically different, but this is Group A in a nutshell. This is why I'm not invested in Group A. I only have 2 ETFs. Well, that's a lie. I have 3 ETFs through Yieldmax, and 2 out of the 3 are doing very well. But I think you guys know that, right? If you've watched my videos before, you know what I have. I've shown you what I had. But here's Snowy, and then again on the Yieldmax website, let's go take a look at it over here. Okay. Yeah, relatively new as well. What's going on here? Is this Snowy? Give me 1 second here. Oh, yeah. My bad. Yeah, like I said, it came out June. That makes sense. Okay, I had a bit of a moment there, everybody. So 3 distributions so far. 93, 78, and 86 cents. And then again, this one was 51. So quite a bit lower than the other 3, but hopefully the reason for that is because of the credit call spreads. And I don't know if that's true or not, but let's hope that that's what's going on. And this is kind of maintaining the price of the ETF a little bit so that we don't get towards that reverse split territory. Wow, net assets 15.63 mil. That's going to be the lowest we've seen so far in this group. We have one more to go. TSMY. We'll see what its net assets are. But Snowy, not not a bad choice. 51 cents, not too terrible at all. And so we have one more on the list. This is a brand new fund that came out. And I could be wrong on this, but I think this might be the first distribution. We're going to go see if I'm right or wrong. And if I'm wrong, that's okay. It's okay. But TSMY, Yieldmax, yes, 37 cents, 24% distribution rate annually. Let's go take a good look at this one. Boom. Get rid of that. Go here. So yeah, like I mentioned here, it did come out August 21st. It's only down 1.75% so far, so that's pretty good. I don't mind that at all. And let's go find it here down below. And I didn't cover this in my Group A video, so let's go over it a little bit. You can see distribution rate has nothing in here yet because it hasn't paid out a distribution until this week. So congratulations if you're a new holder to this. You get a 37% dividend or distribution, whatever you want to call it. It is a brand new fund. It has $4.85 million in money invested in it. So super small fund at the moment. Let's take a look here. I'll do a video on TSMY once I discover more about it here. But oh, there it is. Oh, okay, yeah. The Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. There we go. That's what it is working with. That's its underlying company. And with the microchip companies out there, that's what we're going for here. That's what they're looking for. Yeah, so far so good. I'd be pretty happy with a distribution of 37 cents in my first month, for sure. Build that nest egg up a little bit. So on this list, the biggest pair this week or for this month of Group A is going to be tsly of $1.09. And again, I'll zoom into that for you a little bit so you can see that $1.09. Looking pretty good there for a distribution. I know we have a ton of tsly holders in the room today. Let us know how many shares you have in tsly. Yeah, so next week's going to be Group B. In Group B, the biggest holder is going to be Nvidia. That's my number one share or company or ETF that I have. I have 300 shares in that. So I'm excited to see how it pays out next week. And then the week after that, the biggest one is Coney, and then the week after that's going to be Misty, MSTY. Yeah, pretty awesome stuff. I just wanted to share with you guys a couple more little things here. Let me go into this, and then let me go over to my account here. If you're still here, that's a Christmas miracle. Thanks for being here. I have 1,241 subscribers, which is pretty awesome. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me and joining along with me here. And I did want to just let you know that I definitely appreciate it. I look at it every day. And I thank you so much for being a subscriber, liking these videos so more people can see them. And I just wanted to end the video with saying thank you, appreciate you. And if you enjoyed this content, let me go this way. I'm going to put another video right here about Group A. Watch that video because I did a full video on Group A, and I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and bye for now.